Chapter 6627. Hirohiro Nishida did not expect that as the boss of the famous Yamaguchi-gumi, a well-known figure in the entire police force, this special police officer would dare to be so rude to him. He obviously did not see how Tokoroka Machi was handcuffed and taken away. So he immediately cursed with the unique tongue-twisting accent of the underworld. "Bakaya! Do you know who I am? How do you talk to me like that?" The special police officer snorted coldly, looked at Hirohiro Nishida, and said disdainfully, "You think you are so powerful when you are about to die? Do you know how much trouble you have caused?" After that, he immediately poked Hirohiro Nishida's forehead with the muzzle of the gun. Hirohiro Nishida cried out and felt a sharp pain in his forehead. The cold metal muzzle of the gun had knocked a large bruise on his forehead. Just when he was about to get angry, the special police officer said coldly, "I'll give you 3 seconds to put your hands out of the window. Otherwise don't blame me for being rude to you." After that, he called 2 of his men and told them, "If this guy doesn't do it honestly within 3 seconds, use the taser to teach him a lesson." The taser is a police equipment that can use high-voltage electricity to cause spasms or even shock in a short period of time. Although this gun is not fatal, it will cause great pain to the body. Nishida Yuhong realized that the special police did not give him a face at all. And he knew that today's events might not be suppressed by his identity. So, when he saw that the 2 special police officers had taken out their tasers, he immediately said, don't get excited, I'll get off the car now." The special police officer said coldly, "I told you to put your hands out of the window." Nishida Yuhong didn't understand, but he still did it honestly. Then the next second, Tokoroka Machi's experience was perfectly reproduced on him, when he was forcibly pulled out of the car window and smashed to the ground. The desire to kill in his heart was like a volcanic eruption. However, at this time, he had no chance to act. The special police handcuffed his hands behind his back without any hesitation and took him directly inside. At this time, the superintendent of police was supervising the special police with a dark face, in order to prevent any criminals from escaping. The special police have used the most advanced equipment, and even more than 10 snipers are equipped with the assistance of thermal imaging equipment. Even a mouse cannot slip away from their eyes. The superintendent of police has also ordered these snipers that anyone who comes out of this exit can be shot on the spot, as long as they do not raise their hands and spread their palms. At this time, 2 special police officers brought Tokoroka Machi in front of him and said, "Director, Tokoroka Machi from the Inagawakai is here." The superintendent stared at Tokoroka Machi and asked in a cold voice, "Tokoroka, have you had enough of a peaceful life for so many years? Or are you simply tired of living?" Tokoroka Machi hurriedly smiled and said, "Director Watanabe, this must be a misunderstanding, right?" "Misunderstanding?" The superintendent asked him murderously. "How many people did you send to assassinate Tawana Sweet?" "This?" Tokoroka Machi hurriedly said. "To be honest with you, Director Watanabe, I heard that the Yamaguchi-gumi wanted to assassinate her. So I quickly sent people here. And I didn't send people here to assassinate Tawana. I was afraid that the Yamaguchi-gumi would get the hidden money. You know, I don't know who has placed a hidden money of $1 billion for Tawana's life. $1 billion. If the Yamaguchi-gumi gets this money, our Inagawakai will basically be finished." "Fuck your bull 5" hit Tokoroka. Suddenly, an angry shout was heard. Several people looked sideways and found that it was Nishida Hirohiro who had a nosebleed and was also brought here. Nishida Hirohiro looked at Tokoroka Machi and cursed. "You, the Inagawa Society, sent people here. Didn't you also want to kill that woman?" Tokoroka Machi argued. "No. I'm afraid that you, a scum, will kill that American woman and ruin the reputation of our great country internationally. Fuck you." Nishida Hirohiro didn't expect Tokoroka Machi to be so shameless. and immediately cursed, "You just want to snatch the $1 billion from us? You said it so high-soundingly. Do you think Director Watanabe is an idiot and would believe your bull 5-hit rhetoric?" The superintendent of police shouted. "Shut up!" Seeing that the superintendent of police was angry, the two of them reluctantly stopped talking. But the eyes they looked at each other were still full of hatred. The superintendent looked at the two men and said in a cold voice, "I will give you 10 seconds now. Call all your people out. All the people on both sides, one by one, must lay down their weapons, give up resistance, raise their hands, and line up one by one to walk out. Anyone who dares to resist, or intends to resist, or is considered a threat by our special police, will be shot on the spot."